Welcome in, guys. We are live on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, TikTok. We over here. Y'all know we coming to y'all for the after party, man. So y'all rock with us. Got a little bit of issues with Mauricio's mic on TikTok. If y'all want to hear him, if you can't hear him on TikTok, come on over to Facebook, Twitch, or YouTube. YouTube is Smoke Something, Drink Something Pod C. And Facebook, Smoke Something, Drink Something Podcast. And Twitch, The Real Cigar. Jeff, we're about to get into this thing. Ronnie, you ready?
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right. Mauricio, you ready?
Let's do it.
All right. Let me get this. All right. Uh-oh. Got a mess over here. Okay. Here we go, guys. Here we go, guys. Let's do it. You ever wonder why love feels so complicated now? It's like we've got dating apps, AI conversations, paid adult fan subscriptions, and more relationship rules than ever before. But fewer happy couples. Now here's the truth, guys. It's not that love stopped working. It's that people stop doing the things that make it work. Tonight, man, we breaking down the top 5 secrets for healthy relationships. The ones that still matter in 2025, no matter how advanced technology gets. And if you believe love is still worth fighting for, go ahead and hit that like button right now and stay with me till the end, because secret number 5 will completely change how you see connection. Y'all know what it is, man. Let's get into this thing right now.
Drink and smoke will swirl. Join the convo around the world. Relationships we dissect slow. Current events we let flow.
What up? It's your boy JB coming right back at you, man. Welcome back to the channel. Y'all know what it is. It's Smoke Something, Drink Something podcast. I'm the Real Cigar Jeff, man. Y'all do me a favor. Get below in the description. Support the channel. Get the merch. Go ahead and get that book, Ashes Between Us, on the Kindle, man. It's there for your reading pleasure. And y'all know we talking about the top 5 secrets to happy relationships tonight. And I cannot do this alone. I got to introduce my esteemed panel. Y'all know we got the young pup, the new school. He back with us again. I'm going to let him introduce himself. Tell y'all what he's sipping on and where y'all can find him on the socials.
What's going on, guys? Tonight I'm sipping on Mike's Carter Black Cherry. Had to pick up something real quick. I was thinking back to my relationship days and how I want to help you guys out with that too. So you can find me at Mauricio, and you can find me at the AI Operators on all platforms.
Okay. Appreciate you rocking with us again, dog. Appreciate you rocking with us again. Glad to have you on. Y'all know I got to come to my A1 from day one, man. Countdown less than 24 hours, man. And she gonna be here in person, man. So we got to get ready for this thing, man. I'm gonna let her introduce herself. Tell y'all what she's sipping on and where y'all can find her on the socials.
Thanks, Jeff, for having me back. What's up, everybody? Hey, Mauricio. Tonight I'm taking it easy. So I'm drinking some lemon ginger tea so I can get ready for Tampa. Since my liver about to get a beating over the next couple of days.
Around the detox,
and my trusted
she
water.
know we about to set it off.
You could find me at R&B LMBT on Instagram and the thing on TikTok.
Man, I appreciate it. Thanks for joining in. Of course, man. Y'all know I'm getting ready for my golf tournament this weekend. Getting ready for the golf tournament. I know we gonna lose. We got the AI operators that's gonna play on my team this weekend. He's officially accepted the invite, so we know. We always finish last anyway, but you know, We just gonna go out there and have a good time. We doing it for the kids. But y'all got me,
Mm.
man. I'm smoking my H. Upman. AJ Fernandez, one of my favorites. I'm saving all my real cigar just sticks for Sunday for the golf outing. So I'm
Mm.
smoking the other stuff in my box. H. Upman. Okay. And of course, guys, I'm getting ready for ski season, man. I'm getting ready for ski season. So I'm drinking my High West. I'm drinking my High West bourbon mule. And just so y'all know, I know some of y'all don't think, I got my Fever Tree ginger ale, ginger beer, Fever
Mm.
Tree ginger beer to make this mule, man. So y'all gonna see me sipping on. I'm getting ready for ski season.
Mm.
All y'all High West drinkers know what I'm talking about. Getting ready for my Park City, Utah ski season trip, man. Got to take care of family. Then I can get to my ski season itinerary. So we about to jump into this thing right now. I appreciate y'all rocking with me, guys. Now here's the deal: we're unpacking what really makes relationships work, not in theory, but in real life. So y'all grab your notepad, man. Grab your partner or your favorite drink, and let's get into it, right? And y'all got to understand, man. Go ahead and get this book, man. Ashes Between Us. It gives you deep insight into a cigar lounge like nobody else has done, man. And I want y'all to make sure y'all get that. We about to jump into number one now. Rhonda and Mauricio have not been made privy to
Yeah.
what these five are going to be. So I'm gonna go through these five, and y'all know on TikTok when we come to the after party, I'm gonna let Ron and Mauricio tell y'all some of the things they think are five secrets to a happy relationship. We've been on the toxicity thing for a while. Now we gonna go to some traditional, give y'all some stuff that ain't as volatile. But grab your partner, man. Y'all need to come and listen to this because y'all don't want to miss these five. Number one, the first secret is emotional safety over passion. A lot of couples think love dies because the spark fades, but it's usually because safety disappears. When you feel like you can't talk to without being judged, or you have to walk on eggshells, the relationship becomes a performance and not a partnership. Now, Rhonda, I'm gonna let you come in there first, and then Mauricio, I'm coming to you. What about safety over passion, and does that connect? Does it make sense or not? Rhonda, jump in there. Let me know what you think.
For most women, safety is probably high up there on the list.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody wants to feel like they walking on eggshells or can't say what they want to say unless that's the rules for their relationship. Woman just supposed to
Yeah.
sit over there and look cute or whatever and have babies. Then the emotional support may not be there because your role is that only. But I think in a real world situation,
Mm-hmm.
with women with real struggles, they gonna need this safety
Okay.
of the emotional intelligence. But it's all based on the on whatever basis parameters y'all put on y'all's relationship. Um, Emotional safety automatically gonna have passion with it
Oh, you think so?
because you can't let. Oh, absolutely. Because if you can't let your guard down, what you gonna be passionate about?
Let's
Yeah.
see.
But if you know you're
See, Rhonda,
safe,
before
you
I come
got.
to Mauricio, what if we
Yeah.
what if we what if we define passion wrong?
Well, it's
See,
America. Everything is defined wrong.
right? So you talked about that previously about
Yeah.
westernized definitions, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So I want to stick a pin in that when we're gonna come back to it. I want to get Mauricio's perspective from a young male perspective about emotional safety over passion. Emotional safety over passion. Because what that tells me, guys, is that you gotta have one or the other. I don't think they're intertwined, but that's just me. I want to hear Mauricio's thoughts.
I'm trying to stay away. I always say all toxic things. I'm trying to be good. But honestly, I had to side with Ron on this one.
Okay.
I think passion. When you have the passion in a relationship, it kind of brings that emotional safety too. Because then that person's not really looking elsewhere. They're looking for you. You're the person that brings that excitement. So when we say emotional safety, it's not important. And it's a balance between the two.
Okay.
You can. I feel most people in relationships, they're just lying to each other and telling what they want to hear. And then having that leader and then that follower, and then whoever the respect is change roles. But for our years that we just did, at our demise, still be there. But that's how where my head is at.
Okay. And again, guys, where I'm going with this thing is, I think where relationships are struggling is everybody's trying to make everybody be everything. That's why the relationship can't be happy. When realistically, in a relationship, it's never and, it's either or. You ain't gonna find a relationship where you gonna have and, right? Even from a even from a car perspective, we gonna have a SUV and a car. Try to tell people you gonna have two SUVs and see what happens. Now they're gonna have it is never and, it's gotta be or. And I think that's what makes relationships, and that's why I'm telling y'all. And Rhonda, why I agree with what you're saying. I think what we're going with tonight is emotional safety and passion. I don't see the two of them living together in a relationship. I see them fighting because the way we've defined passion is intense emotion versus balanced emotion, which is emotional safety. Jump in there, let me know what you think about that.
If you could, because again, because emotions are so fleeting. I don't know if you have to be separate with those.
Okay.
Because I just think it depends on the situation. If it's like I was telling a client the other day, do you really need Viagra, or are you with the wrong woman?
Yep, that's true. It's true.
Right. So
Mm-hmm.
it doesn't mean he doesn't have passion. Just his stuff don't work for the one that he with.
Mm-hmm.
Right, for whatever reason. And 9 times out of 10, it's probably a lack
Absolutely.
of emotional support.
I'm gonna let Mauricio come in here. I'm gonna let Mauricio come in here real fast. People don't approach their relationships logically. People don't approach their relationships logically, right? So now, once that emotion is gone, and nobody takes you on that emotional roller coaster like a woman, right? And once she's depleted your emotion, now there ain't gonna be no passion. Jumping down, Mauricio, your only shot is the only shot of keeping that relationship together is logically. Go ahead, Mauricio, jump in now.
Yeah, it's management. It's management. You got to treat it like a business. We've been talking about this on previous podcasts because
it's not registering.
You have to kind of invest emotionally. So, like, that's what I'm saying. That's why for me, I can feel like I can have emotional safety and I can have passion because I know how to do it.
Okay.
But I think people don't know how to balance the two.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only reason why I'm kind of disagreeing with that whole take.
Yeah.
But you come from a lot of perspective, and it's like, okay, now there's a plan. Most times people enter something, there's not a plan, so they're just very volatile.
Yeah.
That is, then they don't know what they're doing. They, the real parts when things are going bad. The real work starts when you guys start together. Here's our plan. Here's the direction. Here's where we're going. And you're approving from a lot of different factors.
And I think that's where I agree with what both of y'all are saying. Where I'm going with it is, as crazy as it may sound, emotional safety has logic around the emotion. Passion doesn't. That's why they call it crimes of passion. They never call it crimes of logic. Right? You ain't gonna ever, and that's what I'm saying. Emotional safety means I've learned how to balance out. I've learned how to balance out these emotions. And now it's not this crazy out of control state that we stay in called passion. And guess what? Passion can never be recreated. Right? That's the number one thing about passion. Logic can be recreated daily, but passion can't. Now, if you guys have ever had a relationship where you felt emotionally unsafe, drop a comment, man. Let us know. Because we've all been there, right? So drop a comment. Let us know if y'all have dealt with that, because we're about to jump into number 2. We're going to number 2 secret, the appreciation ratio rule. The appreciation ratio rule. Psychologist says it takes 3 positive interactions to balance 1 negative one. Yep, you heard that right. That means for every argument, you need 3 small acts of appreciation just to get that relationship back to even. Say thank you. Notice the small things. And when they mess up, focus on the effort, not the error. All right, Mauricio, I'm coming to you, bruh. I'm coming to you. As a man, are you willing, if there's an argument, whether it's your fault or not, are you willing to do 3 acts of kindness to just bring the relationship back to even? Rhonda, stop taunting the man, dog.
What?
Stop
Oh,
taunting that
say
man,
what
Rhonda.
now? Oh, my bad. My bad. I was just trying to make sure I heard him.
See,
That's
this
messed
is
up, dog.
this is the case. I mean, an argument and stuff. I mean, that's kind of my favorite part because the making up after. So, the I don't want to see it on the screen because I know we're in our PG-13 for the YouTube, but the kind of the makeup part after that's where I kind of make up for it. So, and then we kind of just disregard it. But at the same time, like for me, it sounds a little bit toxic. But whenever I do something nice for a woman, she forgets about it the next day. So I don't know. It's the 3 time rule. It's the rest of my life. That's just what it is.
Rhonda, jump in and let me know what you think.
First of all, women never forget. We always remember
Yeah, the memory of the
every
elephant.
doggone thing, right? And so, I think by the time you do 3, the side eye may not be as bad, depending on
Mm-hmm.
what it actually was, and it depends on how bad the offense was, right? I think it just depends.
Yep.
Like they out here cheating, I don't know. Like everybody, a lot of people probably could forgive that, right? Now, but if you out here killing people, they probably need to take a step back. Like, hold on, 3 things ain't gonna get it, right? Or
Yep. Yep.
not being able to pick out what we're gonna have for dinner. Oh, it's always on the woman to figure out what we're gonna have for dinner. Some stuff is hard to come back from. That's one of them.
That's true.
That's one of them. It should
I
be
gotta
both
say
people
this.
making those decisions. Yes.
But Rhonda, but see, I agree. Look, guys, I know I'm in the role of moderator, but honestly, I think you got to understand. I think three is the standard, and that's assuming y'all in a healthy place. If y'all not in a healthy place, 3 goes to 10, right? Because it depends on the
Or
severity. It
forever.
depends on the severity of the screw up. Say what, Ryan?
Or forever, like Mauricio said, for the rest of your life.
Yeah, dude, look, you better understand, guys. Y'all better understand that's why when you first meet a person, you better get to know their non-negotiables. Because if you violate their non-negotiables, 3 ain't gonna touch what you
Sure
did to
isn't.
make it right. And what I'm trying to tell y'all is this is not gender specific. If the woman screws up, she has to know. 3 is the minimum. And what you're gonna have to do then is decide, well, man, if 3 ain't working, you mean to tell me I violated something that really bothered her or bothered him, and now I may have to double it, triple it, quadruple it, right? And one of the things y'all better understand is people need to know the non-negotiables because you want to keep this thing at 3 acts of kindness. Because if it's getting to more than 3 acts of kindness, guys, we in trouble because now you're going to be like, man, she ain't worth it. He ain't worth it, right? That's what it's going to be. You're going to be like, he ain't worth it. She ain't worth it. Now, we lost Mauricio, but Rhonda, we're going to keep talking. Mauricio come back in there pretty soon. But Rhonda, jump in there, let me know what you hear when you say that. When you
Well,
hear me
yeah,
say
but
that.
you used the word earlier about somebody that's healed. A healed person will move on a whole lot faster because they know it's not about them in that particular
Yeah.
situation, right? Unless it's something that's
Yeah.
been a historical thing with the relationship. We're talking about people that are healed and see their flaws, not only others, but see their flaws and what they bring to the situation. Now, if you're not ready to do that, then this information may not be for you tonight.
Absolutely.
You
Look,
probably
guys,
need to
let me
wait a
tell
little
y'all.
bit.
When I talk to y'all about this 3-to-1 rule, when I talk about this appreciation ratio rule, guys, I got to tell y'all right now, this means that y'all are at a healthy place. If y'all coming out the hole, if something has been done that's very damaging, like, dude, it's gonna be way more than 3 things you got to do
Absolutely.
to mess up for that one infraction. And guess what, guys? Let me tell y'all this. I got to say this. And Rhonda, I want your thoughts on this. Mauricio, welcome back. I got to get y'all thoughts on this. Man, let me tell you what I got taught. I'm gonna tell y'all this thing blew my mind when I got taught. Now, I ain't gonna credit the person who taught me, but I'm gonna
Oh
tell y'all
Lord.
this. No. Let me tell you this. you don't get to determine if you are faithful. The person you being faithful to determines if you being faithful. So you don't get to determine that it's 3. The person you offended gets to determine what that number is. All right, Mauricio, welcome back. I don't know how much you heard, but what do you think about that statement? You don't determine your faithfulness. The person you being faithful to determines if you're faithful or not.
We live in a world of options.
Uh-oh.
So if you're not acting right, I mean, come on, you can leave at any time. It's like the same thing when people are like, "Oh, we need space. We need to take a break. We need to take a break." That's just let me go be single, try it, test the field, and then come back. So it really is depending on the other person that you're with. And what is the breaking point? And you really find a better option. You really find a better option. You know, you're taking options.
Let's stop right there, though. Remember, Mauricio. Remember, hold on 1 second. We talking in the confines of happy relationships, right? Of trying to keep this happy relationship. So, for the sake of argument, we ain't looking at our other options. What we trying to do is figure out this 3-to-1 ratio number. Okay. What we're talking about is if she comes to you and says, "Nah, 3 ain't gonna work. I need you to do 15 for everyone because you violated something that I told you shouldn't do. Now give me your answer. Then Ron, I'm coming to you for yours."
See, that's the difficult part. I just feel like then it becomes a point where we're just constantly compromising for each other, which I guess is a relationship, but is it happy is the real question. Because you don't know, you're letting the person violate you, and then you continue to let it happen. So that was a difficult one to answer.
Well, the reason what I'm saying, guys, is remember we talking about the 5 secrets to a happy relationship. So what we talking about is this, right? You violated something that offended a person. This is a person that you love. See, in our previous podcast, first thing you do is move on. I got options. I'm out here playing the game, trying to see who I'm gonna settle down with. Now, Rhonda, jump in here. Tell me what you think. If a person told you, "Nah, Rhonda, you violated something that I really don't play with, but you know what? I ain't leaving. But this is what I need to see before we can move on from that infraction." If they told you, "Hey, look, Ron, this 3-to-1 ain't gonna work. It's 9-to-1 now. I need to really see that you are atoning for what you did." Jump in there, let me know what you think.
Again, I think if we're talking about a healthy, happy
Yeah.
relationship, I don't think it'll ever be that high of a number. Because as y'all would say
You don't
in
think
previous
so? You don't
podcasts,
think
you
it'll
would
go
be on
beyond?
the.
Where do you think that number would be, Ron? You think it'll stay at
I would
3?
say I would probably say anywhere between 3 and 5. But again,
Okay.
I really think those people would be in such a different mindset that it wouldn't be the level of pettiness for regular people who walking around here just want to be together because it
Okay.
is so good and toxic, right? And so
Okay.
I just feel like people who are adults, like I was asking somebody the other day, I'm like, well, what are your non-negotiables? And I mean, their answer was their answer. Like you can't really knock anybody for their answer because that's their moral compass or what have you. But
Yes.
for me, things do matter how you treat me, right? It's certain stuff I need to know how you communicate and how you shut down or whatever. But for some people, it could be something as small as, ooh, they leave their socks on the floor, which is probably big for them because if they got beatings when they were little for
You at my
leaving their
house?
socks on the floor. Oh, so so I guess it just depends, right? Like, so no, I think with a happy healed relationship, I don't think you go that deep with stuff unless it's something like I said, like it's cheating or something that is where you got to really do some work to get back to rebuild that trust. But if it's something that's pretty minor in a healthy, happy relationship, I don't think it's gonna get that deep because you'll be on a
Let
space
me
where
say
you can
this, Ron.
communicate
Let me say
properly.
this. Let me say this because you bringing up a good point. Then, Mauricio, I want you to jump back in here. I think one of the things that Rhonda just mentioned is, now, guys, what we're looking at is this is somebody you want to grow with. This is somebody that you want to stay with, And so now you got a different mindset. Y'all have gone through all of the stuff prior to. And one of the things that's happening is just know whoever you are with, their moral compass is not your moral compass.
Right.
So that's why what you may see as a non-negotiable for yourself, they like, man, that ain't that serious, because y'all got to remember, all a relationship is a clash between two traditions. And we ain't never attracted to somebody in the same tradition because tradition is boring. So I'm gonna be attracted to somebody who has an opposite tradition because it gives you excitement. So what I'm trying to tell you guys right now is, once you start getting to a point where you don't care if you offend that person, that ain't a happy relationship. So if we assume we're in a happy relationship, and Rhonda said it, I left my socks in the floor, right? I left my socks in the floor. I'm never cleaning up behind myself. I'm doing something like that really is just more of a nagging thing. I don't take my clothes out the dryer after my clothes are done, or something like that, right? I'm always leaving stuff in the car, or I don't put gas in the car before I give it back to you, type thing. Mauricio, jump in there and let me know if you were in a happy, healthy relationship, Mauricio, and she said, Mauricio, I hate when you come home from CI smelling like smoke, and I've told you before,
Lipstick on the collar.
don't come home without putting some Febreze on, right? When that woman tells you that she doesn't like you smelling like smoke and you offended her and came home smelling like you've been in the cigar lounge and they doesn't like smoke, how many times do you think 3 atonements, if you will, or 3 acts of kindness is fair?
In that sense, I feel like I'm a tough on that, but in that sense, I feel that I'm crossing boundaries that I shouldn't be crossing. Okay, this is a woman I really want to be with. It's gonna be hard to say this, but I feel like I would adjust. I would adjust
Yeah.
to kind of fit that narrative. If someone that I love and I want to spend my time with, I would do better. I would apologize. I would continue to do the good things that I bring to the relationship, and hope that she forgives me.
Sorry, y'all. I got my screen door open because I'm smoking in the house, so these bugs coming in here. Sorry, I'm over here. I want to say something though. I want to say something because Mauricio just said something. I'm going to adjust. Now, here's the deal, guys. Worst thing that can happen, y'all know, real cigar kid at the house. So if I smoke during the day, and she smells cigars on me when I walk in, what's the first question?
Where mine at?
Why didn't you call me and tell me to meet you?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. I can see that.
But if I didn't have a person who smoked, I got to smoke outside. And the one thing y'all going to learn about me is I hate smoking outside. I hate smoking outside because I love the smell of cigars. And I don't want to be smoking outside when the dude come by with the car with the Civic that's all souped up, making all that loud noise and that cheap gas that they put in it. Now that gas, that gas is messing up the aroma of the cigars. And so that's all I'm trying to say to you guys. I want y'all to think about this 3-to-1 rule because Mauricio just said it. Rhonda really just said it too. All right, man, if I like you, dude, okay, I'll make the adjustment. Because one of the things y'all go. I'm sorry, go ahead, Rhonda.
And why would you even think to go to the lounge without her? If you know.
Say what now?
And why would you even think to go to the lounge without her if you know that's something she likes to do?
Because let me tell you this, Rhonda. Let me tell you this. Because in my line of work, I'm redlining all day. Sometimes I need something that's going to make me sit down and get the task done. That's all I'm telling you. I ain't going to the cigar lounge because I'm enjoying it in the middle of the day. I'm going to the cigar lounge because guess what? I'm stuck in traffic. Somebody said, Jeff, I need you to go get this document sent to me. And all of a sudden, you sitting in Tampa with one bar on your phone, and you got to go get somebody's Wi-Fi. If y'all don't know, I don't care who you with in Tampa. Your phone, every time you need to use your phone for serious stuff, is one bar. You can't download nothing. So you better find somebody's Wi-Fi.
Good answer.
Yeah, I'm just telling you. Let me tell y'all something. If you gonna go to a spot without your significant other, you better be productive when you go. Because if you there socially, you in trouble.
Yeah,
You in trouble.
Yeah.
And what do I mean you in trouble? What do I mean you in trouble? You gonna have to explain and do some acts of kindness to make up. Because if you there in a social setting, why didn't I at least get the invite? I ain't saying
Right.
I'm gonna come, but you at least got to give me the invite. Jump in that round and let me know what you think before we move on to the next one. Then Mauricio, I want your
Well, no,
thoughts.
that's why I brought that up. Like, yeah, if you there working, yeah, then that's different. But she also just lets you know, like, hey, you better have a cigar in your pocket when you walk through the door. That you know
But that's true.
I would like, and
That's
so
true. That's
I'm just
true.
saying, like, as we're talking about the, that appreciation part that you're talking about, how to make up for that.
Yeah.
So no, that's the only thing I
Yeah.
was saying. Yeah.
Okay. Mauricio, jump in there before we move on to number 3.
Yeah, it's been really difficult, but I assume that the woman would have met me how I am. So, in terms of changing my lifestyle, sure, maybe I can, on my way home from the cigar lounge, maybe I can bring some flowers or a handwritten poem or a note or a text that's out of word created by AI. Um, something along those lines. So I we come into something knowing each other fully, getting updates, so then I'm sure it probably knows my habits and I know her. Wouldn't try to interfere with what she probably expect the same.
Okay. Hey, that's fair. Y'all listening to New School, bro. New
Yeah.
School telling y'all a different way of thinking, right?
Mhm.
When you old school, the number one thing you got taught that you got to clean up what you done messed up, right? You got to clean up what you done messed up. Now the new school, he gonna move on. New school, make a mess. All right, man. If you ain't gonna look, if you gonna make a big deal out of it, I said I'm sorry. I ain't about to do all this. I'm out. Right? Old school. All right, I messed up, man. How can I make it right? That's gonna be another podcast for another day, which is how does old school react to challenges versus how does new school react to challenges? And you better know which category you in. Because just because I'm older don't mean I don't have a new school mindset. And just because I'm new school don't mean I don't have an old school mindset. Now, if y'all believe that appreciation beats argument, go ahead and hit that like button, man. It helps this message get out to more couples who need to hear it. Let's jump into number 3. Here's the thing, guys. Communication does not mean constant conversation. It means clarity and calmness in the conversation. Okay? A healthy couple doesn't argue to win. They talk to understand. Come on in here, Stephen Covey. Seek first to understand before you seek to be understood. That's one of the 7 habits of highly effective people. So now all of a sudden, if a healthy couple is communicating to understand, all of a sudden, guys, if you are having problems communicating, it's because you trying to win, you not trying to accomplish. Jumping down, Mauricio, let me know what you think, brother.
Yeah, so you should always be attempting not to just think of your own feelings, but think of the other person. Because when you make because obviously the other person, you know kind of how they react to certain things, let's say your um, the kind of mood swings that they may have, so you can adjust to that. So the communication is very important uh, to align to the bigger picture. If you and I are meant to be together to be, I should know the things about you. I should know the importance to you. I should know the things that make you upset. So I can kind of minimize those those flaws, or because I can't stop it, but I can work to have a better understanding of you, so I can show up and be better for you.
Okay. Now hold on, Mauricio, before I let you go, before we come to Rhonda. If all of a sudden you communicating with a woman and it's getting a little heated, give me one thing, give me a question on how she should ask you something or how she can communicate with you that makes you want to listen instead of shutting down. Give me one
Hmm.
of them questions that she can say, hey, Mauricio.
Oh Lord.
Go ahead, tell me what she.
Uh-uh.
That's how they talk to him, Rhonda. I done seen it with my own eyes. That's how
Okay.
they talk to him over here. What, Mauricio? What is one? Give me something. Give me a question. Give me a way you would like a woman to embrace you or engage you so that you listen and communicate versus shutting down.
Mm.
And then Rhonda, I want you to come in here and tell me what's one thing a man can say to you that'll make you listen instead of shutting down. Go ahead, Mauricio.
Maybe rubbing my back, some good tonality. So tonality is the most important part. We talk about that in, the tonality and how you say things is more important than the words. So for me, it's kind of like, hey, Marisa, I'm upset, and I can tell that this, might bother you too. Let me know when's a good time to talk to you. I'm here for you, whatever you need. That's kind of how and then rubbing the back. That's perfect for me.
Okay. All right, guys. Y'all see he ain't as toxic as he sound, man. He got a sensitive side.
That is toxic. That is toxic.
Rhonda,
I'm just playing.
how you gonna call
I'm just playing.
the man telling you how you can get him to listen and not shut down, and
he's
Rhonda
coming from the
call him
heart.
toxic.
He coming from the heart, man. He coming from the heart.
Rhonda, jump in there. Give me something that's a phrase that would help you express yourself without triggering defense, or something a man can say to help you listen and help calm down the argument.
I think that's such an interesting question because everybody has their listening style, right?
You ain't trying to listen.
Well, no, look, one thing I do know about myself as a Cancer is don't start off what you need to do. Oh, I don't need to do nothing. Like, so that right there won't do it. But I like the approach of just the consideration. I think in healthy relationships, you consider the other person. So you just try your best to get in their shoes and say, like, you know what? And you don't have to admit that you're wrong about anything. Just consider the other person. Just say, you know what? I didn't think about it like that. But now that I've heard you say how it affected you, I got it.
Okay. Okay.
So something like that. I think consideration goes a long way.
And for all of y'all watching, I want y'all to hear what Mauricio said and what Rhonda said. Now, what typically happens in my house is she says, "Oh, great king, I can't believe I offended you. I'm sorry." Now, she don't say nothing like that. she don't say nothing. She don't say nothing like that. My point to you guys is, no, always, guys. The reason why we're asking you this question, a lot of us know how to debate people. We don't know how to converse with people. So one of the things I would tell you guys to say is, hey, I recognize that my communication style ain't working right now, or I'm not connecting with you, right? What are you hearing me say? And then once I hear that, I can provide some more clarity with you. Okay, that's one of the things you got to do, guys. Is step back, diffuse that energy, because y'all just competing with each other. And if you compete with each other, now you arguing to win instead of arguing to accomplish something. Okay, now drop a comment, man, in the chat if you've ever said we need to talk and the whole mood shifted instantly, right? Because one of the things that happened, we need to talk. You don't want to ever lead with that, because everybody know. Now here's the deal: that person, the person who doing dirt, when you say we need to talk, they ain't doing one piece of dirt. They don't know which way you coming, right? So when you say we need to talk, guys, don't lead with that. That's gonna be the worst argument
and it puts your
you
defenses
can ever
up.
have.
It put the other person's defenses up.
Yes. Don't say we need to talk. The first thing you need to say is, hey, I want to discuss this, and I need your perspective before. Give me your perspective on this, so that we can kind of start this discussion. And I'll tell you what we need. I'll tell you where I'm at, so we can get to where we going. See, because that's the thing, man. Seek first to understand before you seek to be understood. That's the thing, guys. I got to see where you are. Because let me tell y'all this before I move on to number 4. Most people don't know they offending you. It's toxic when I know what I'm doing to you. See, it ain't toxic if it's like, hey, I ain't know that bothered you, man. Like, yeah, I bite my nails. I ain't know that bothered you.
Not bite your nails.
See, oh, absolutely, I bite them. Rhonda, look. Y'all got to understand, when you a business owner, There's stuff you just gonna do to yourself because you dealing with a lot of stuff all the time. That's why you look, Mauricio with this AI stuff, most business owners, we're freaking out right now because all we've done was manage everything, and AI is saying, nah, I got it. Now you don't know what to do with your time. You don't know what to do with your time. You just in here twiddling your thumbs, biting your nails, scrolling right through Instagram. That's what's happening.
Scrolling for sure. Yes.
Yes. Now, let's get to number 4. Protect the relationship, not just your feelings. And this one is big, guys. Social media is the number one destroyer of relationships because everybody's trying to be right instead of being together. On top of that, anybody who is on social media is looking for people from their past, not looking to appreciate their present and where they're going with the person in the house with them. Protect your relationship like it's your home. Not everyone deserves access to you, especially people from your past. That means no venting online. That means no emotional affairs online. That means no inviting outside opinions into inside problems. Now, Rhonda, how can women protect the relationship without feeling like they're losing independence? Because I'm seeing a lot of women right now, a lot of women go straight to social media when they are trying to get their point across. Because the dude that they with don't like. If you go on to social media to complain about your man, he can't stand you anyway. You already
Oh my
lost him.
Lord.
You already lost him. Jump in there, Rhonda. Let me know what you think. Then, Mauricio, we coming to
Look,
you.
it's unfortunate, but a lot of people probably get that love or that connection that they're looking for from social media. You probably get more interaction from that than you do from the person that's sitting right across from you that you're supposed to know as intimately as possible. So I could see
Hold
why
on,
that
Ron.
would be
Hold
some.
on. Hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on, Ron. I got to jump in there. We can't confuse affection with attention. Go ahead, though.
But that's all people do. So,
Okay. Okay.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why I think that is the problem. Like if that's gonna be your go-to, then why are you even in a relationship?
Well,
And so
look, I'm
yeah,
gonna
you
say this
gotta just
before
know you
Mauricio.
gotta know who you are.
I'm gonna say this before Mauricio come in because I want to hear his take. I always enjoy how new school think about these things that old school been wrapped up, tangled up, tied up, and we don't know how to get out of it. But remember, guys, it's two people in a relationship. It's one who loves, right? It's one who loves, and the other one who let that person love them. It ain't one person who love and the other person loving back. It's one person who loves, and then the other person is letting you love them. Jump in there, Mauricio. Let me know what you think about that statement and give me your take on. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, well, in terms of social media, attention is eventually people used to saying, "Oh, money's the most important." Now it's who will give you the most attention. So you get attention from social media. Um, but I definitely think that probably the companies are the ones that don't post each other on social media and they're posting. And in terms of, because I'm trying to stay away from time, but in terms of what you said, it's kind of whoever cares less has the power in the relationship. Even though it's not supposed to be designed to be a power struggle, that is how modern relationships are. Someone, whoever cares less, the other person is obsessed with that. And the person that cares less, as long as he knows how to keep things in a healthy parameter, the relationship will succeed.
Well, let me say this to you guys. And Mauricio, you make a good point. And Ron, I'm gonna come back to you. The person who runs the social media, I just told y'all, it's two people. It's one person who loves and the other person who letting you love them. The person who runs the social media is the person who letting you love them. They don't like you like that anyway. That's why they'll go to social media and blast you. The person who loves is suffering in silence.
Mm.
They begging. They trying to make it work. The person who
But
letting you love them, they blasting you in the group chat. Well, y'all just see the Instagram reel that said if you and your girl made up, and then all of a sudden an hour later she come back mad talking about it again. They said she went to her group chat, which is the board of directors, and they said, "Nah, don't let him off the hook that easy." So she came back, right? So my point to you guys is, if you are the person who loves in a relationship, just know that. but also know you've picked somebody who's letting you love them. That person don't necessarily love you back. Jump in there, Ron, and let me know what you think about that.
I'm thinking about it from the healed, happy relationship. So from that standpoint, I would hope that they wouldn't move like that, because that does sound like just some, you needing some validation from your girls, from your people, to know that you were right, or maybe you didn't finish saying all that you needed to say in
Oh,
that
I got to
moment.
say what I got. I got to finish. I got to finish. I got to
But
finish.
no, I think if it's somebody that admires you and love you, and y'all, and y'all just having these little hiccups, I think that's different. I think that's totally different than
Yeah.
somebody who, like, that's here for all the toxicity in the world. I think that's just different.
Yeah. Jump in there, Mauricio. Let me know what you think about that.
And that one's hard because I always felt like it was opposite. The person who was posting was the one that loved the other person more because you're showing off that person to the world. So
Mm.
for my experience, it's always, why did Mauricio dog me, or blah 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 blah, or Mauricio's the best in the world? Like, so, and for me, I could care less. So it's kind of hard because I'm trying to speak from a healthy relationship standpoint, and I'm not really sure. Maybe that's my goal. Want you to put some stuff just so you can show that you don't really. I'm not too sure what it is.
Okay. And that's what I want you guys to see, right? That's what I want you guys to see, right? Comment, protect the peace in the comments if you know that every strong relationship starts with healthy boundaries. Why am I saying this to you guys? The number one thing that people don't want to accept is that the fairy tale you got taught is that both of y'all are going to love each other equally. No. Remember, guys, the man marries who he loves, the woman marries who loves her. That's the traditional way, right? That's why the man goes out and makes himself, he proves that I want to show you, right? The woman doesn't have to do that. And that's not a sexist thing or a gender thing. It's just the traditional way of doing things. Why do I have Mauricio on the podcast? Traditional versus non-traditional. Neither one of them are right or wrong. It's what's best for you. The person who's allowing you to love them are not bad people. They've been taught, let the man pursue you. Let the man find you. Don't fall in love with him because he gonna run over you. He gonna do this, he gonna do that. Then the guy says, I gotta go out and get this job. I gotta go get this degree. I gotta go get this advanced degree. I gotta get this promotion at the job because women want X, Y, and Z, and I gotta be able to provide it. Those are two totally different approaches to communication. Those are two different. Men do not want to have long conversations. They just want it fixed. Women want the discussion. And here's what I'm saying to you guys: whether you're the dominant or the submissive in a relationship, it ain't gender specific. If you're the submissive in the relationship, okay, you want to have a discussion. If you're the dominant one, you want to get it out of the way. Now, that's what's gonna happen in every relationship. Cause two dominants ain't gonna be together, and two submissives ain't gonna be together. Right? Can we agree on that, Rhonda Mauricio?
Yeah,
I think it's more.
Yeah,
I think it's more. Yeah, because I think two submissives would be together. I don't know how well it'll work out, but I think
You think
because
so?
they would want. To, yeah, because I think they would want to please
They got a
that
dominant. They
other
got a dominant
person.
on the side. Then
Everybody got somebody on the side. I'm just playing.
maybe
Mauricio, what's your thoughts on that?
maybe that's
Rhonda over here tripping since she ain't having tea.
maybe that's the key to a successful relationship. Just having some peace. I don't know, but I'm trying to stay in our parameters of healthy. But the thing is,
Right? Yeah.
what do people define as healthy? Is the real question, because what's healthy for you could be unhealthy for someone else, and what's healthy for someone else could be unhealthy for you. So kind of like, hey, we're gonna have and I have a girlfriend, and we have another girl on the side. I mean, that's how we keep our passion and our emotional safety going. So I'm trying to think of it from a traditional perspective. But if there's two submissives,
Okay.
there's someone on the outside.
Yeah. Look, let me tell y'all this, man. And y'all get down in the comments. Let me know what you think. I'm just telling y'all from a standpoint that the more I learn about relationships logically, the more they make sense. Because the emotional stuff I got taught blows up in your face. Okay, let's get to number 5, guys, because this is the one. The spark in the relationship comes from stability. Here's the twist that people doesn't tell you. The spark doesn't come from excitement. It comes from trust. When you feel when you feel safe, seen, and respected, that's when attraction grows naturally. You don't have to chase attention. You just have to keep showing up with intention. Again, let me repeat that. You don't have to chase attention. You just have to keep showing up with intention. Now, a lot of people struggle with this because we done gave y'all 5 things, and all of them are mental. None of them are physical. See, if your relationship, we're talking 5 secrets. A lot of people are trying to make up with physical so they don't have to do these 5. And at the end of the day, guys, you don't have to chase attention. You just have to show up with intention. Mauricio, what do you think about that statement? And then Rhonda, we coming to you.
Most people stop investing in their partner. They stop dating their partner. They kind of get stuck in a routine where it's like she knows your every move. You know her every move. You know exactly what's going to happen next. You know how she's going to react to those things. So it's you gotta find new ways to show up. You gotta find some new ways to show up. That's unfortunately I think it's a little bit toxic, where you break the rules a little bit.
Yeah.
But sometimes people don't fall out of love; they just fall out of boredom, and this is when they start looking elsewhere. So when
Now you preaching.
yeah,
See,
yeah.
now you preaching, guys. This is why listen at what the statement said. Show up with intention. Mauricio has said this on previous podcast. You're gonna have to introduce some toxicity in there intentionally. Right? Just a little bit though, Rhonda. See, I don't need but a little bit. I don't need but a little bit of yeast to make the bread right. I don't need a whole bottle. Right? I just need to show up intentionally with something that's gonna let you know, oh, he's caring. She's caring. He's trusted. She's trusted. He's thinking about me. I don't have to ask, is he thinking about me? He's showing me. Jump in there, Rhonda. Let me know what you think.
I think everybody wants to be seen and heard, and respected in their relationships with whoever they're with. I understand the slight or the small toxicity that you do need to bring in there. But intention is everything anyway. When you think about, do you go grocery shopping without intention? No. Some people may have their list, or you went in there for that one thing. You may end up with 100 other things, but you went in there for that one thing,
For that
right?
one thing.
And so I think intention is in all of our lives. We probably just don't call it that. And so if you have somebody that is not seeing you, not recognizing you, not acknowledging you, that's not a healthy relationship to begin with. You know,
Absolutely.
so I think happy people in their relationships will automatically acknowledge their partner, their spouse. I think it'll come naturally because they consider the other person.
And that's what I want you guys to see. Intention versus attention. If I do intentional things, I already let them know they have my attention. But all of a sudden, if I start just saying, all right, man, let me just keep this person off my back. Let me do something. Now, all of a sudden, guys, if you lose intention, the attention doesn't matter. Now, Mauricio, man, what's your closing thoughts on these 5 as we get ready to get out of here and come over to TikTok for the after party where we can really try to get into this thing a little bit more? Y'all run them likes up over here on TikTok, man. We need to get that up over here. Go in there, Mauricio. Give me your closing thoughts.
So it was a hard episode for me to do, but I was trying to help you guys. So the more you try to chase a happy relationship, the more miserable you'll become. So I don't know. We're trying to help you get the relationships, but there's styles to it. So some of the things that we mentioned on the podcast right now, take that in, integrate into your relationship, and try to make it a better place. But some things, you have to leave a little quiet.
Yeah. Okay. Rhonda, what's your closing thoughts as we get ready to get out of here on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch and come over here to TikTok?
Look, consider your partner. Make sure they're good and safe. And not everything, for the most part, will fall into place. You're always going to have your little hiccups, but it don't have to be so big that y'all can't pull it back in and figure some stuff out. Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Rhonda giving y'all hand gestures tonight too. She ready to get on that plane. Look,
Now
y'all know
I
my
really got to
takeaway.
tinkle. I really got to go.
Y'all know my takeaway, man. Love isn't complicated. Relationships isn't complicated. It's just consistent intention, not consistent attention. Again, it's not complicated. It's just consistent intention. It's about being loyal when nobody's watching, kind when it's inconvenient, and humble enough to keep learning your partner every day because they are evolving every day. And that's my takeaway, guys, because one of the things y'all gonna find, the reason why we're doing this is we got to be just as good at talking to y'all about toxicity as we're talking to you about growth
Mm-hmm.
and peace in the relationship. Because toxicity is not an emotion, toxicity is a science. Just like these 5 secrets are science. It's something you intentionally do, just like you intentionally do it at your job. And guys, look, before we go, man, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe for more weekly conversations like this, because we bringing peace back to love. And don't forget to grab a copy of my book, Ashes Between Us. It breaks down what's going on in a cigar lounge so you can be well prepared. I got to thank my panel, Mauricio. Appreciate you joining in. Let them know where they can find you on the socials before we come over here to TikTok.
You can find me at Mauricio. We're going to do the TikTok after show, so come join us if you're watching. And then at the AI operators on all other platforms.
Okay, appreciate you joining in. Rhonda, let them know where they can find you on the socials.
Find me on IG at RMB LMBT.
Man, appreciate you, y'all. And y'all know, get down in the description, support the channel, get the merch. Y'all know where to find me, man. And until next time, guys, before we head over here to TikTok, we go holla.
Heartbeat, smoke it, drink it down. Your boys ain't got you around. Feel the vibe, we're set to roll. Press play, let's lose control. Sip a drink and smoke a swirl. Join the convo around the world. Relationships we dissect slow.